Good afternoon, children. In today's class, I am going to discuss some very simple but yet important terms from chapter 4, that is basic geometrical ideas, which will help to do exercise 4.2. So let's understand one by one. In important terms, first is curve, second is simple curve, third is complex curve, then open curve, closed curve, polygon, parts of polygon, position in a figure. So first is curve, any drawing that is straight or non-straight done without lifting the pencil is called a curve. So dear children, here you can see in this curve, suppose this is a starting point and this one is end point. So without lifting the pencil on the plain paper, we are drawing this curve. Okay, so simply it is called curve. Next one is for simple curve. A curve that does not cross itself is known as simple curve. So here you can see here lines are not crossing. So this curve will be a simple curve. Now opposite of simple curve is complex curve. A curve that crosses itself is known as complex curve. Here you can see the lines are crossing here at this point. So this curve will be an example of complex curve. Next is open curve. The curve which does not form a closed path is known as open curve. So here in this curve, this point is a starting point and this one end point. And this curve is open since it is not forming a closed path. So this is an example of open curve. Now closed curve is opposite of open curve. Here the curve which form a closed path is known as closed curve. You can see in this curve the path is closed, and suppose this is a starting point and after drawing this curve the end point meets with starting point. So here we can see this closed path. So this is an example of closed curve. Next definition is for polygon. It is a simple closed figure made up entirely of line segments is known as polygon. So here in all these figures you can see all the figures are closed figures. Okay, and secondly we are using to draw these figures only line segments. We are not using any curved line. So in a polygon, first thing is a closed path and second is the line segments. So here these all figures are for polygon. And children, let me tell you one important thing. To draw a polygon, we need at least 3 sides. So here for as a name for such kind of figure will be triangle. So here we can see this figure of polygon and here we are using 3 sides. Here 4 sides. In this figure also we are using 4 sides. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are using 5 line segments and here in this figure we are using 6 line segments. So line segments must be there and at least we need 3 sides to draw a polygon. And you can imagine if we have 2 lines, then polygon is possible for the 2 lines? No. So at least 3 lines must be there to draw a polygon. And after that, name of the polygon based on the number of sides that we are using to draw that polygon. Okay, like for the 3 side triangle, for the 4 side quadrilateral, for the 5 side pentagon, for the 6 side hexagon, this way. After that, we shall discuss parts of a polygon. Here I have this polygon ABCD. Now what is the meaning of sides, adjacent sides, vertices and diagonals in this polygon? So here the line segments forming a polygon are called its sides. So here we have 4 lines AB, BC, CD and DA. These four lines forming this polygon. So this is example of sides. So we have here four sides, AB, BC, CD and DA. Now next point is for adjacent sides. Any two sides with a common endpoint are called the adjacent sides. So here in adjacent sides, in this polygon we have four pairs of adjacent sides. Suppose first of all I'm starting with this point D. So DA and AB, for these two sides point A is common. So this is the example of adjacent side. Now for the next one, start from point A, AB and BC. Since here point B is common, so this is the second pair of adjacent sides. Now start from the point B, BC and CD. For this pair, point C is common. So this is the third pair of adjacent side. And now for the fourth one, start from point C, CD and DA. Here point D is common. So this is the fourth adjacent pair. So in this polygon, a four-sided polygon, we have four pairs of adjacent sides. Now third point, the meeting point of a pair of sides is called its vertex. So here we can see, suppose this first side DA and BA meeting here at the point A. So here point A is the vertex, and altogether we have four vertices in this polygon, A, B, C and D. These four are the vertices in this polygon. Now fourth point, the line segment that connects two non-consecutive points in a polygon are called the diagonals of the polygon. Now first of all we shall understand what is the meaning of this consecutive points. So dear children, suppose you are starting from the point 1, then next point will be consecutive point of first one. Okay, but here we are talking about non-consecutive. That means the next point we have to leave. So suppose if we are starting point A, then we have to leave point B, and the line starts from the point A. That line segment will end to the point C. Okay, so here for point A, point C will be non-consecutive points. Okay, and if we are starting this line segment from point D, then leave next point A and join this line segment to the point B. So this point B will be non-consecutive point for D. So understand this definition. The line segment that connects two non-consecutive points in a polygon are called the diagonals of the polygon. So here first diagonal is AC and second diagonal is DB. Okay, so in a polygon of four-sided, we have two diagonals AC and DB. Now position in a figure. Suppose we have here this figure. So here I have 3 points, point A, point B and point C. So first point is here interior, that is inside of the curve. So here only point A is lying inside the curve. So interior of the curve, we will write here point A. Second is boundary, that is on of the curve. So here we can see this point C is lying on the boundary of this figure. So this will be point C for the second point, boundary of the curve, that is point C. Third is exterior, that is outside of the curve. So here point B lies outside this curve or figure. So in the third point, we will follow this point B. And here more than one point can be possible for a figure. Okay, so whatever the point lying inside the figure, write in the first one. Points on the boundary like here C, write in this second point. And the points lying outside the figure, here I am considering only one point. More than one point can be possible. So in the third point, exterior of the curve is for point B. Children, I am hoping that you all have understood these definitions that I discussed with you. So thank you for today.